this button. Click this for your real live animatronic dungeon master. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Call of the Netherdeep. As the mighty, as yet unnamed band of adventurers, we're on a mission. We're on a mission from the mobile town of Urzin, which, to get everybody situated, you're over there in Urzin, right inside of the broken Val swamp. Now, spoiler alert, you're going to Jigao next. If you don't go to Jigao next, then the Call of the Netherdeep campaign is going to get sidelined greatly. So, but in the meantime, you've been sent by the Ogre Lord King Buffle II to go to Urzin to get his trusted advisor, a goblin warlock called Bulbara. Unfortunately, well, the good news is that you found Bulbara. That's the good news. The bad news is
that.
you found Bulbara, but turns out just as you got there, seems she was being tortured or something. Something got triggered within her, and she left in this like a ghostly form around her, with her hovering just a few centimeters off the ground with this smoky, demonic-looking thing. And she turned Fort Venture upon itself, with soldier killing soldier, people wandering around in a daze, and just causing absolute havoc. She managed to escape your blast, and you're faced with a decision. Shall we stop here, take our breath, and rest for just an hour? Should we go straight now, or should we go take a long rest? You decided to kind of take the middle road and take a short rest just as dawn is breaking across the broken Vale Marsh. So, mighty band of unnamed adventurers, what would you like to do?
Well, I talked with you
Healing.
earlier about doing a little retroactive thing before the short
Yep.
rest of activating my Twilight Sanctuary to give some people some temporary hit points.
Okay.
So I get basically uh, 10 tries to try and get the max hit points because it lasts for a minute. So I'm gonna roll some d6s to try and get some temporary
Yes.
hit points. Oh, I got the max on the first roll. So it'll be 8 temp hit points for everybody.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Because I'll get that back on the short rest.
Yes. I'll be playing, well, rolling for Mist anyway, so 8 temporary hit points, you said?
Yes, for everybody
Okay.
in the group, including Mordred.
Morgred, I shall take note of that.
We didn't leave him in the dust.
No, I'm still here.
He's still with us.
Let me just get Mist nice and organized. Okay, there you are, Mist. So 8 temporary hit points. Okay, you did mention that. Yeah, so your nice healing aura thing gives everybody a bunch of temp hit points, which Mist really appreciates because he's literally on 1 hit point.
Did he not roll any hit die on his short rest?
That is a good point. I shall roll that for him now. Okay, 11. And I'll get him to roll again. There we go. Back at maximum hit points. Okay, yes. You did message me that earlier, Olora. So yes, everybody gets those temporary hit points. Short rested up. So once again, what would you like to do?
Well, I think we thought she was headed towards that monolith, right? So maybe we head back that direction and see if we can catch her trail.
Yeah, it's the best lead. I feel like it might have been where she was on her way down here, so.
The way she was moving, she's going to be leaving bodies in her path, so it should be relatively easy to follow, trail to follow.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll head off in the direction of the monolith that we approached before, and see if we can catch her trail.
Mulgrew says, well, yeah, we need to move quickly. We've already wasted this time sitting around on our butts taking this short rest. The messenger's the priority. Who's going to be leading us there? Keep in mind we're going to be back in this swamp. We need someone with a good sense of direction who can move us fast.
I point at Alora.
Oh,
Keepa also points at Allura. Yep.
okay. Moonwaver, please help me find the way, and I will guide myself. And survival check, I'm guessing?
Yeah, at what pace are you travelling? Are you going fast as you possibly can?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Make a survival check. Roll me a d6, please, Alora. 1.
Well, that was the D4. Did you want the D6 for something else?
Sorry. Yes, d6 as well.
Alrighty. Also a 1.
1 as well. You go off at a fast pace, pushing your way through the swamp, hoping to get to the monument as quickly as you can. But you realize before it's too late, you've shot a little far north of it. Turns out haste makes waste. And by the time you get to where you are on the map, but now you look around and realize, damn it, shot too far north of it. Laura! Time is important.
I
Get your shit together.
I never said I was the best at this. I can try
Well, the thing is, we're used to coming to Fort Venture. Now we're going from Fort Venture, so it's like a reverse thing. And I think we're just confused.
Plus, if we circle wide north, we can make sure she didn't go past the obelisk.
That's a positive way of looking at it.
They're not wrong, but I am sorry that I didn't get us directly there.
Are you the person to lead us again, or do we need to change navigators?
I never really voted for myself as a navigator. That's up to everyone else.
I kind of got us lost when I tried to do it, so I don't trust myself.
I'll sink like a stone like in the swamp, so no.
Yeah, I just pointed at Alora again.
All right. I guess I'll try again.
Okay.
It's a 17 plus guidance is a 21.
20 is what you needed by traveling at a fast pace. So you swing around. Now, this is the first time you've been at the monument. Oops, let me just get my notes organized here. Oops, no, we're not there. There. Okay, so ahead of you, as you eventually swing round and come to the obelisk, you spy a mossy knoll rising out of the march with a curious standing stone at the centre, a jagged 8-foot tall monolith of black rock. Its stone is laced with veins of crystal that shimmer with a strange light. And at the moment, you're just going to see it about 50 or so feet up. You don't really see anything apart from the obelisk jutting out of it.
We were here, weren't we?
Yes.
I have that. I have shards of a
shard.
Yeah, I have
You're
shards in my inventory. Yep.
You're right. I apologize. You have been here. So you go back to the monolith. It's as well, not as you left it. You don't see any signs of Bolbara, but what you do see is the bodies of 3 goblins there. If you want to check out a bit closer, you'd have to move up, but you can just see 3 bodies, flies buzzing around them already. What do you do?
Um, well, I think we should
Olgrid?
check it out and
Yeah.
see if we
What
can
do you
get
think?
any signs. But
Yeah.
I can sneak up for a closer look if you want.
I mean, yeah, I just think you know, see if this is any signs of her witchcraft, and if there's any indication of where she went.
Mm. Yeah.
But
Let's.
I think it would be smart to send maybe one person out first.
I'll try to.
I can guide
Uh,
them.
okay, I'll try to sneak up there.
Okay, make me a stealth check. Okay, Rourke, sort of
Get a
merging.
D4.
Okay, roll me a
I don't
d4.
know how much it'll help, but you'll get a D4.
Whoa,
Oh,
two
it's two
d4s.
D4.
I accidentally clicked 2. My bad.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
So 11. So just I'm coming out of the thick mangroves and the mist. You appreciate this knoll that the ritualistic stone is, and as I said, it's pretty much how you found it before, but there are 3 bodies of goblins around, just around the base of it. You have a quick scan, Rourke, looking for some other signs of life. If you like, you can make me a perception check. Apart from the dead goblins, you don't notice any other movement. I mean, there's always movement like mosquitoes, bugs, small snakes, frogs, but nothing that strikes you as dangerous or unusual.
Okey-dokey. I kind of signal back to the group and motion them up.
Okay.
I'm gonna come carefully, kind of looking over my shoulder as I approach.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. So you approach carefully, keeping an eye out for a murderous demonic goblin. You don't see
Yeah. I
one.
want to like kind of keep my eyes in the woods if possible. Like
Sure.
kind of around the general area.
Okay, gaze, make me a perception check. Okay, scanning the swamp around you, looking for anything that strikes you unusual. As I said, bugs, frogs, mosquitoes, rats. That's about it.
As we get up to the
We
bodies,
look,
I'm
we look
gonna
pretty
start.
clear. I think we can approach it.
Yeah, as we get up to the bodies, I'm gonna start to um, look around and see if I can find any trace of maybe Balbara, like any tracks or anything that lead away from the massacre.
Okay, so make me a survival check.
And I will guide myself as I look around. Another
Okay.
21.
With the 21, you notice a couple of things. One, looking at the sight of these 3 goblins, they're all equipped with just basic daggers, nothing too flash. And judging by their robes and their attire, they're some type of uh, holy goblins, if you like clerical type goblins. And they've just got these very simple daggers. And it looks as if Goblin 1 killed Goblin 2, who killed Goblin 3, who killed Goblin 1. Just a horrible scene of them attacking each other, which strikes you as odd. And you look and you find the faintest traces of something that could be like dragged footprints heading off due east.
I'm going to note those out to everybody, but you mentioned that there were some holy symbols. Do I recognize these holy symbols?
Make a religion check.
Ivana would like to assist with this.
Sure, so make this at advantage, Laura.
First one is better. 20.
20. These look to be worshippers of the Luxon, the
Okay.
kind of the main religion of the Jorhasian region. You know, the belief in you get consecrated and you get reincarnated in the same body and you live again and again and again and again. And this
Yes.
looks like what these people's jam was.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say, well, there's some faint drag marks leading this way. Maybe we try to follow them as far as we can go.
Yeah, it looks like it. This looks like a Bulbara related incident.
Hmm.
We saw them do that. Yeah, back at the camp. So
So I guess I'll make an attempt to try and follow these drag marks.
Okay, well, you see where they are with your survival check that you made, and you know they're heading due west. So, I assume, due east, sorry. I assume you're going to head off east.
Yes.
All right. So, make me another survival check.
I
Fast
will
paced,
guide myself again.
fast
oh,
paced, slow
also
paced.
I can lighten your guidance burden. I got it at level 2 from my class, so I can guide you, so you can guide others.
Well, it's a cantrip, so
Yeah.
but yeah, just means we can guide more people at once. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's ooh, that was a good roll.
It's an excellent roll.
So it's a 25 total.
Okay, so you do head off due west, uh, convincingly. Now, at this point, the trail gets a little cold. As I said, it was very faint. You figure that the kind of dragged feet might have been Balbara in the smoky form with her feet kind of dragging in the top of the mount. But now the trail gets faint. And what you see, just to the north of you, is the mouth of a small cave. It's set in a stony hill, and a colony of large purple mushrooms surround the cave on its rocky covered isle. And a slimy path winds through the mushroom before terminating at a cavern's dark vine draped entrance. And as I said, the trail does go cold, but once you spot these purple mushrooms, it's obvious that something has gone through the mushrooms, breaking them as it went, and entering into the cave. So there's a very thin, narrow swath through the mushrooms.
All right.
Can I tell if
Well,
do I recognize these mushrooms?
Make me a nature check.
I would like to assist him with that if I can. I have nature proficiency.
Okay, so why don't you just make a roll yourself, guys?
Oh, sure.
Rock, you're pretty sure these are perfectly safe and you could eat them and they're very nutritious. And as you're thinking about trying one, Gaze points out that these are incredibly dangerous, noxious mushrooms.
Rourke, don't do it, man. I just kind of gently slap his hand out if he tries to grab it.
Just
Yummy.
These are bad news, but they might be useful, just not us eating them.
yeah, just touching them. Touching them would be dangerous.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, you might not want to do that. I would.
Okay.
Does it look like they kind of parted the mushrooms and knocked them out of the way?
Yep. Very narrow, like maybe only a foot or so wide, but there is a distinct cut through the mushrooms.
Is it clear what is it like sharp, or were they kind of are they snapped in half? Like, do we think a goblin floating would be able to
Yeah.
cut them out in that fashion?
Exactly like that. Like if it was Bulbar, you figured as she drifted through here, her feet kind of dangling just above the ground, just snapping mushrooms as they go. And some of these mushrooms are quite high too. Like some of them they range from 1 foot to 10 feet tall. and some of the 10-foot tall mushrooms have even fallen down. So it's not just like normal, what you'd consider a normal sized mushroom. These are huge, between 1 foot and 10
And
feet
then
tall.
there's no way to get to the entrance besides going through the mushroom.
But, well, there's a whole manner of possibilities in the universe, but yeah, walking through
But
the
I mean, like
mushrooms.
in terms of like on the ground, the path to the
Oh,
mouth of the cave, it's all covered in mushrooms. Besides this one that's cut, this path
that's
that's cut
correct.
through.
That's correct. Yes, I understand the question now. Yep. So to get to the cave entrance, you'd have to travel through the mushrooms.
All right. Um. Well, I think we can all agree that you probably headed into the cave. So before we do anything else, I'm gonna give the vigilant blessing to Rourke, which means that whenever we roll initiative, he can roll with advantage. I don't know if you heard that, but he will get to
Oh,
do that.
all right, Mark.
Whenever I roll what, I can roll advantage.
Initiative.
Yay!
And then, I mean, I guess we can try to weave our way through the path. I mean, I think I could fit through a 1.5 foot space path. I'm pretty small, but I don't know about others.
I can. Do you want me to send my owl in there? I can send a familiar down.
I mean, that would help with scouting, right? But how would that help us get in there if we need to get in there?
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't
But we
really
should
help in that
definitely,
fashion.
you should definitely have him scout ahead if possible.
Yeah, I'll use one of my shape charges and conjure up the owl there.
Okay. So, sorry, this is your familiar, is it, or you?
It's my
Oh, your wild companion.
yeah.
Oh, so it's functionally like a fine familiar. Okay, cool. Okay, so you summon up this owl. Your owl is obviously going to have night vision. Let me just make a setting change here.
Yeah, it has 120-foot
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
owl.
that's why I was looking to see which ones had dark vision, and thankfully the owl does.
If in doubt,
Well, I can give you dark vision for an hour, Gaze.
I will take you up on that eventually because I do not have it, so I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I can give it to multiple people, and it'll be 300-foot dark
Yeah,
vision.
that's sick.
that is sick. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to drag you across. So you summon the owl, and you look through the owl's eyes, and you should be able to see. It should be on a new map now. Now, first of all, do you see
Yep.
yourself up here? So this
It's
is
just
not
loading
you.
in.
This is your owl. So just pretend that's your owl.
Yeah,
Okay, you see the
yeah, I
entrance
can
to the
see it.
cave just over here.
Yeah, it's just loading the. I think it's just loading the texture for the map.
Sure.
Okay, there you go. So I'll. Okay, and
So just to be clear, actually, this thing here, which you recognize, is eating this thing here.
okay. All right, I will head on out
Okay.
back to the party, and I'll recenter myself. Yeah, she's in there. She's eating a big ass frog.
Okay. So does anybody have any way to maybe clear a larger path? I think it's fine for me, but I know A lot of you are bigger.
I can, with that roll I did for the mushrooms, would I know if I could burn them away safely? Like, that wouldn't create like some kind of toxic?
It would, if you successfully lit them on fire, it would be remarkable because they're much like the rest of the swamp. They're damp, and if you did set them
Yeah,
on
we are in a
fire,
swamp. That's correct.
and if you did set them on fire, the fumes of it would not be pleasant.
Hmm.
Like
Would he know if it's possible to just like, classic sword through the jungle, clear a larger path?
Well,
Could I
the
try?
problem is
Could I,
the fumes it would kick up. Unfortunately,
with my 15-foot reach with the glaive, could I try it?
I mean, the DM response is always you can certainly try.
Uh, uh,
Hold your breath.
put maybe try to. I mean, they're not pleasant on the skin either. I'm assuming, so you would really need to wrap yourself.
I must say, Kippa, sorry, and I put him right back down on the ground. I motioned everybody to stay back a little ways, and then from as far away as I possibly can, I try to cut one of the mushrooms with my glaive.
Okay. I'm going to say it's not an attack roll. I mean, it's not hard to hit a mushroom. They're fairly big. So I'm going to have you make me an athletics check as you start carving a path through this mushrooms in the hope that your fellow companion members can do it. If in doubt, cast
If
guidance.
I had
Of course.
time before I backed off.
Well, a 17 is good enough anyway. So even if you didn't cast it, you're about a third of the way through there, though, Rourke. You've managed to cut and cover up your mouth and avoid the worst of the fumes. If you want to keep cutting, you have to make me another athletics check.
Yes, I will keep cutting.
I'm gonna try and just follow from a distance, and I'm just gonna have Druidcraft ready to try and send a puff of wind away if any fumes seem like they're gonna come close
Okay.
to him.
There are fumes coming, so your little gust of wind is pushing them away. And Rourke, if you want to do it one more time. Okay. So the last one, you're getting overly confident, Rourke, and you cut and you cut and you cut, and you think, just one more mushroom, I'll let my guard down a little bit, and you cut it, and that very last mushroom, you get a puff of this poisonous thing in your mouth, and you are functionally poisoned. You have got the poison condition.
Almost. I mean, good
He's
job
really
regardless.
close.
Well,
That's disadvantage on ability checks, or is it attack rolls as well?
There's attack rolls for sure, and I think ability checks as well, actually.
And saving throws?
Not saving throws. I'll double check that.
Ivana is going to approach Rourke and lend a hand and put it on his shoulder. It was very brave of you to make a path for us. Allow me to assist in healing you. And she'll use lay on hands for 5
Nice.
Nice. Good
to help
idea.
neutralize that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep, that works. 100% as expected. Good thinking.
Nice.
But a full path is clear now to the front of the cave.
Yep.
Beautiful.
All right, yeah,
All
there was a
right.
bunch of. I didn't see anything else in there. There was a bunch of dead frogs leading up to her. But it looked like there was like some kind of, maybe a little like platform or building that she was near. But I didn't see anything else in there besides her and the bunch of dead frogs.
All right. Well, before we head in, I can give 3 people 300-foot dark vision for an hour.
I would greatly
Who
appreciate
besides
that.
Gaze would like? Because I can give it to 2 other people. All it'll do is extend your dark vision. I know all of you. Gaze.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no to an extra 240 feet of dark vision.
All right, so I'll give it to Gaze, Rourke, and Kippa.
Can you see in the dark yourself, Alora?
Yes, 300 feet.
Oh, okay. But Kipper as well. Okay, 300 feet to Kipper.
Oh,
Okay, so this is where you find
thanks.
yourself after carving through the thing, and as the very clever move of casting the cure wounds effectively on Rourke to remove the poison condition. Okay.
All right. So yeah, she's in there. Do we want to try to set up an ambush? Do we want to try to? How do we want to handle this?
I
I'm
don't
kind of
see
looking at
anybody else
Morgrid.
on the board. I only see me. Should I see other people?
I see her.
Sorry, I didn't give you quite the correct vision. It's because you should have your see everybody now, Laura.
Okay, there we go. I was like, I don't understand.
I'm all alone out here. Morgrid says, look, just to be very clear, if at all possible, we need to take her alive. All right, I know she's this taken over by this demonic entity and all that, but alive. Right, we might be able to remove this cursed creature from her. Whole manner of options. All those options are off the table if she's dead. Understood?
Understood. Understood. We
It's
will do our
definitely
very
the first
best.
priority.
Yeah, but it would be nice if you would tell us a little bit more about her, and you don't seem to know anything
Yeah,
about
what
her.
can we? Do you know what's going on with her? Like she's possessed or something?
Well, I think it's obvious that she's possessed. Here's the things I do know about Barbara. Number one, as we all know, she's a trusted advisor to King Buffalo II back in Urzin. Valuable political ally. Second thing I know about her, she came to this swamp regularly to seek, signs, prophecies, and all those times which helped King Buffalo II lead Urzin. I also know that she had some type of patron, some otherworldly entity that would guide her and help her with these vision quests. I don't know, but I think it's something to do with her patron. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Maybe whatever happened to her back in Fort Venture brought the creature that she had this relationship with. May it unleashed it, manifested its fury, something like that. Buffalo.
All right. Well, I think in we go, right?
Yeah, try to knock her out, I guess.
Morgan,
Yeah.
are you sure you don't want to try going talking to her? You know her.
I could make a persuasion check. Yeah, I do know her better than most. It's true. But no. I mean, you saw what she did in Fort Venture. She literally saw me walk straight through past me, out through the door without even opening it. I think the time for our talking is over.
Alrighty.
Okay, I guess in we go. And I guess as quiet as we can. I mean, I know I'm not very quiet, but as quiet as we can.
Yeah, we can. I can guide somebody that's not very good at stealth.
Well, I mean, I can guide myself.
No, I wouldn't
He's
mind
I
gonna
could
any
like
use
guidance.
tap his armor. That's
I'm not very stealthy.
Yeah, I'll give it to Kippa because, they got the
Yep.
armor.
Yep.
Okay, anybody wearing heavy armor like Morgrid can roll at disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, that was
Slight.
not stealth. It's the same. It's still +3.
Sure, so we'll keep the 19. Kipper,
And then a D4. That's fine.
9.
I do apologize.
Is the
brothers.
entrance big enough that I could put him on my shoulders again?
Let's have a look. How high are you, Rourke?
About 8 feet.
About 8 feet.
And I get a D4 on that.
It's
Well, modified 20.
It is, just glancing in as you enter Rourke, it's about a 10-foot cave. It'd be a bit of a tight squeeze, but you could do it.
Okay. Here, reach out a hand, Kippa, and point to my back.
All right, Kika's gonna climb.
Okay. Just a sec. Okay, let me just do one thing. Okay, so, I mean, you players know your roles, but everybody's thinking they're being as stealthy as they possibly could be. So proceed with the assumption that you are being stealthy.
I'm gonna let Gaze lead the way because she already had a scout ahead.
What you do see as you enter the cavern, I mean, you see these poor creatures here. You recognize them as bullywugs, kind of frog-headed amphibious creatures. They're not considered terribly pleasant. Yeah, they're just obnoxious little shits would be a good way to summarize them. You want to avoid them. They're not the nicest. But they're dead. They look as like they've been... some of them look as if they've been speared to death, which isn't surprising since they're wielding spears. And the larger giant toads that you can see, they look like they've been stabbed with something other than a spear.
Do I know if they're safe to eat?
Make a nature check. Yes, they would be safe to eat. They're not inherently poisonous. A lot of people don't, though, because, you know, they're kind of... despite the fact they're brutish, they're still sentient creatures. You know, have conversation, has culture, has family, and has all those type of things. So yes, you can eat them. Maybe a bit of a cultural taboo with it, though.
Righty. Well,
When I
Gaze, you
saw
said
her, she was around the corner of this like little wall here.
okay. So I guess that's the way we go.
Yeah.
Help me with what I'm seeing here. Is this area, is that like water?
It is water. It's only a couple feet deep, so it's not very deep. So you could get through it okay. Actually, no, this water would be difficult terrain, but as you're stealthing through it, it's not going to make much of a difference.
So, I don't think I should be the first one in there.
Well, I definitely shouldn't be.
I will go.
Keep your voices down.
I will go.
Who said they're gonna go? Sorry.
Ivana will go first.
Okay.
She's going to, as softly as she can, round the corner.
Okay, stop right there, Sunshine. As you go through and poke your head around the corner, you do see Balbara just on this other side. And just as you're about to sneak round the corner, Morgrid stumbles in the water and causes a splashing sound. And you see Balbara's head just turn around, still in this ghostly form. Hearing him fall, she actually, what I'm roundabout say a way of saying it, she has a prepared action. And I need Gaze and Ivana to both make me a wisdom saving throw. So 13 and 5. So as you walk around the corner, Ivana, and see Balabar, you feel this pulse of darkish energy erupt from her body like woof. A Gaze, you feel it too, but you shake it off. But there's something a matter with Ivana. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something happened to Ivana. And with that, my dear friends, let's do one of these.
I'm going to guide myself.
On your turn, you can absolutely attempt to do that.
And I still have an advantage on that roll right now. Is that right?
Yes, you do. It lasts until you do an initiative roll. Ooh, that's not bad.
Thank you.
Okay. Come here. There's one of those. All right, so as you walk around the corner, as I said, Ivana, you see Balbara looking back in there, just waiting for you, triggered by the fact that Morgrid stumbled into the water. But Morgrid comes back up and says, oh, shit! And he, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's round the corner! Hurry! She doesn't look good! Something's terribly wrong! Gaze.
Okay. I'll move up here. And I can see her around the corner here?
Yep.
Okay. I will use one of my free guiding bolts, since I don't have a slot left.
Okay.
And we'll miss horribly.
Oh dear. Yeah, so your guiding bolt does go off, but your missile just...
I'm not
crashes
guiding
down the
shit
corridor.
tonight. And I'll just kind of move back.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Balbara is going to take a legendary action. And she's going to phase through this wall here. And appear just there.
Oh no, I don't like that.
No. That's usually not good.
Okay, yeah, so she just goes straight through the wall. Actually, she'll go there. She realizes she's
Damn, I'm
next
lucky
to
I
her.
moved.
Yeah, okay, so goes through. Gaze, that's your turn. Your guiding bolt just crashes through, and she goes through the wall. Now, the good news, Rourke, is she's right next to you. The bad news, Rourke, is that she's right next to you. What do you do?
The only thing that a barbarian can do, I'm going to rage. And then I'm going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
I think I'm going to recklessly. There it is.
10 misses is at advantage, of course. Because you're recklessly doing it. So the 10 misses. And, but you carve, and Balbara is almost mocking you. She's smiling underneath this ghostly form, and she sways to the side, and you just clip her on the side. and you do 7 points of damage. And you kind of cut her across the face, but then she turns back to you, stares you in the eye. Is that the end of your turn, Rourke?
Yes. Do I get the +2 damage for the rage?
Oh, you do. So I'll do another 2 damage on her. Okay. So it's a big cut across her face now, and she turns her bloody base back to you and kind of points a finger in your direction and does a kind of, wagging type of motion. I need Rourke, Mist, and Laura to all make wisdom saving throws. Mist.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay, so Laura, Mist, and Rourke. Let me just check the DC on this. I think this is bad news, though. Laura, you. Oh,
Yes.
sorry, Kipper. Kipper as well. My apologies. Kipper needs to make this as well.
Eh?
Kipper, wisdom saving throw from you too, please. Kind of hiding up there. Okay. So, you see Mist. Eyes glaze over as you've seen and fought Vengeance. You see Kipper shake it off. You see Alora succumb to it, though. She looks dazed. Rourke also looks dazed. In case it's not obvious, the DC was 15. So, Alora, you just missed it.
obviously.
And you have this dazed expression on your face as well. And then as Rourke, you're looking at her, she's just smiling. Okay, now, I need Alora to do something for me. Let me just get up the appropriate table. Can you roll me a d10, please? Eight. Okay, yeah, you look at Gaze. Gaze. Is Gaze really your friend? You don't know. That's Balbara for sure. So you take a step over there, and can you make a melee attack against Gaze, please?
What are you doing? Get away.
16 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, roll damage.
Knock it off.
So you wander over, stick your rapier into it. You do
What are you
notice
doing?
Alora is not looking herself, but she does stab you. You can make me another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, Alora.
T. That revolts. Oh, thank God. Thank God I'm a halfling, because I rolled a 1. You can still reroll. So,
That halfling luck, yeah. So you think, yeah, well, you come to your senses. Do you wish to say anything?
oh
Do you wish
shit.
to-
Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I should be able to help everybody.
You know what?
on
When
my
it comes
next
down
turn.
to it, you took the temp HP, which is the important part.
Well, I should be able to help everybody get rid of this on my next turn. Hopefully. If she doesn't, harm me again.
It's cool. Just point it the other way. The other way.
Rourke.
Can I still take movement, or is that not,
Well, this is not actually your turn.
I don't know, end of turn, if I would still be able to take movement, to back away.
No, it happens at the end of your turn. Your confusion happens at the end. Sorry, I thought that was the actual turn. Yep. So yeah, that was yes. Okay. So now, Laura's had her turn. Now it's Balbara's turn again. She will. Turns her face towards Laura. She says,
Glare at her.
No. You don't get away that easily. And I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Righty. Okay, that's good. That's good.
You feel she's casting this spell, and you feel your body
I am
start to
over this.
seize up. Not different to before, but your body feels seize up. But you're stronger than that, and that's the end.
Was that? Do I notice if that was based on eye contact?
You get the impression she had to see you to do that.
Okay.
Okay. And she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually. She takes a step back here. And as a bonus action, she's going to take the dodge action. So yeah, she tries to cast this spell on you, Alora, and then steps back and gets ready for an attack if it's coming. But Mist is similarly confused. Let me roll a d10 for Mist. 5. You see Mist just stand there and hover back and forth. He's not doing anything this turn. He does get another wisdom saving throw though. And he shakes off the effect of this, whatever the spell it is, but that happens at the end of his turn. So he stands there dazed and then, what? And then that's his turn. Kipper, you're up.
Just for the purposes of this, I am on Rourke's shoulders. I'm just somewhere else so that he can see. So as I see Rourke just dazed, oh, Rourke has no active conditions. Oh, really? What?
I just forgot to do that when I was unpoisoned.
Oh, God. Keepa is gonna try to get Rourke to focus. He's gonna give him like a gentle. Oh, he's gonna do for the purposes of this, he will do an unarmed strike on Rourke. But a gentle smack on the back to maybe get him out of it.
Okay, make an unarmed attack.
It's with advantage, right? Because he is reckless, right?
Oh, that's true.
Alright. Oh, wait, okay. Oh, it's not allowing me to. I'm just gonna do it twice. It's not allowing me, which 1 and 2.
Ooh.
It's advantage.
Okay, so,
I guess that hits.
so that'll be 1 plus your strength worth of damage.
It's gonna be 2 damage.
Okay, so take 2 damage, Rourke.
Yeah.
I think your rage faded at the point where you stopped raging, so you're not raging anymore. So you're going to take that full 2 points of damage. It's not going to be halved. And Rourke, make another wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
So Kippy, you're bashing him on the head. Bam!
Wake up!
Bam! Bam! Doesn't work.
And he will hop off Rourke, and he will begin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to make distance from the other 2.
Okay. Now I'm going to say when you get down from Rourke, it's not trivial, but it is pretty easy. So make me an acrobatics check to climb down the body of Rourke. I mean, he's 8 foot tall, right?
All right, yeah. Acrobatics, right?
Yep. No problem. You scoot down.
Yeah,
Yep,
he
no
do this.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn. she is going to take a legendary action.
Mhm.
And she's going to move.
I like
there.
that.
Right there. So she's not. She's once again gliding and just and gets closer. Ivana, roll me a d10. Ivana, you still feel as if you're affected by this spell, but for some reason you can act and move normally on this turn. So what did you roll? A 6. Oh no, sorry, I thought that was a 9. I'm reading it upside down. You just stand there and hover slightly off kilter. You can't move. Your action is doing nothing. But you can make me a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. 12. You're still hovering there, going back and forth. And at the end of Ivana's turn, Balbara is going to take a legendary action. And once again, you feel this dark whoosh, bolt of energy shooting out. I need Alora, Gaze, and Morgrid to make wisdom saving throws. Gaze, you're good.
Thank God.
Ooh,
Hey, guess
Oh,
what?
thank
Thank
God.
God I'm a halfling again because I rolled another one, but I get to re-roll it. So
roll 20 does it automatically for you. That's nice.
yes,
But
it does.
Morgrid, however, he starts swaying as well in this very unnatural thing. So that was at the end of Ivana's turn. She took the legendary action. And now we go back to Morgrid. Morgrid is going to roll a d10 and 2. And then a d8. 5. Morgrid kind of wanders down into this corner. That's what his turn is going to be.
Classic
Gaze.
Morgrid.
Gaze, you're fully yourself. What do you do?
I will. I will run over here for now. And fire off one more of the bolts. There we
Okay.
go.
Oh, this guiding bolt absolutely hits. Flies through the air. Ooh. Not only slams into her for 17 points of damage, but Balbara starts glowing. What color does she light up from your guiding bolt?
It's like a kind of a blue, like a cosmic kind of aura.
We'll go with this one. So you see
There we
her
go.
start glowing, and the next attack against her will be at advantage. Nice shot, Gaze.
And then I will finish my movement and try to kind of duck behind this wall a little bit, I guess.
Okay. She will take another legendary action, and she'll join you over there as she apparates through the wall.
Perfect.
Okay. Roar.
Do I get an opportunity?
Maybe that's what I wanted to happen. It's
She
really
was
not,
there.
but maybe it was.
He was right next to me.
Let me check.
I know it's a legendary action. That's why I was asking.
You could usually, but her incorporeal dash does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
So, no. Okay, so she phased through. Rourke, roll me a d10. Six, you just hover there, feeling lumps forming on your head, but you just sway there. You can make me another wisdom saving throw, though. Still swaying, not doing anything.
Getting better, though.
Yeah, on your way. Alora, it is your turn.
Keep nickel and diming it.
Alrighty, I'm going to use my action to activate Twilight Sanctuary. Final Divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
What's the radius on that?
30 feet. Anybody that ends their turn can get 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points, which for this round is 5. or they can end a effect, causing it to be charmed or frightened.
Okay, this is
If they're within 30 feet.
Okay, let me see this. So it ends in effect that it would be charmed or frightened.
Yes.
Okay, let me do a quick bit of rule lawyering. So just looking at this up for a second.
No worries.
Okay. I know what I'm going to rule on this. So, Alora, you tuck your Twilight Sanctuary goes up, and you need to concentrate on this, right? It just happens. I guess it'll go down
Yep,
if you
it's
go
just
down.
Yep, it goes down if I'm incapacitated or I die.
Okay, cool. So, goes up.
And it's just a aura of dim light also. Dim starlight just surrounds me in 30 feet.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn. And so
Okay.
because temporary hit points don't stack, if you have less than 5 hit points, you can go up to 5 temporary hit points. But if you have more, it doesn't stack on top.
Okay, gaze. You see Balbara as she's saying, incorporate through this wall. And she turns towards you. And she is going to hold out her hand, and this inky blackness comes woof, shooting in your direction. And this energy comes, and she rolls a net effect of a 2, and it just blasts against the opposite wall, so no actual damage done. But it does blast. Oh, actually, she gets 2 of these. So the first one misses for sure, as it crashes up against the far wall. She takes another shot, and this time it's a 13, which I think misses you as well.
Yes.
Well, it hits you anyway, but gets absorbed by your arm. You get stumbled back for a little bit, splashing into the water. And Balbara kind of smiles a little bit. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and retreats back to there. Missed.
He ended his turn. I don't know if he needs the temp hit points, but he's in my range.
Missed.
You're playing Mist.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're talking about missed.
No,
right?
I'm talking about Gaze. No, Gaze just ended his turn. I don't know if he has less than 5 temp hit points.
I think I did it.
Up 5.
I think I ended my turn before you put it up.
Yes.
No, because you.
Or no.
Oh, that was her turn. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Balbara was messing with Gaze, yeah, so no. But Mist will keep his 8 temporary hit points. Kipper, what should I do? Kipper, she bounces in and out of the wall. What should I do? Says the DM, referring to a player.
That's a question, Kipper.
Kipper, what should I do?
That's Mist talking, right?
That's Mist, yep.
Yeah.
Get her! Get her! She's on the other side of the wall!
All right, I'm on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I got eyes on her. But that takes a dash action to get over there.
It's a rogue, right? That's a bonus action.
Oh.
That's a bonus action for him because he's a rogue.
So he will get there.
Wait, is cunning action level 2 or level 3?
Level 2.
I don't know. Okay then, yeah.
Pretty sure.
He's got
Level 2.
cunning action, yep. So So he's used the dash, and as a bonus action, now he has his actual action. He won't get sneak attack damage, but he will fire with his light crossbow. Oh, and a hit.
Nice.
Digs into her body for 8 points of damage. And she recalls...
6. That included the sneak
Oh,
attack.
sorry, 6. You're right, 6 points of damage. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I got her! I shot her! We got it, guys! No problem! At the end of Mist's turn, Balbara is going to take her Incorporeal Dash legendary action. And move right up there beside Mist. Kipper.
Ipa is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I do 6 like this?
Yep, across the plank. Yep.
Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna stay here. I want a little bit of distance from the others, and I don't have vision of anyone. Kipa will begin to pull one of his little metallic spheres and prepare to do a firebolt if she shows her face in his range.
Okay, good idea. So prepared action with a firebolt. All set
Yep.
to go. Excellent. Good idea. At the end of Kippa's turn, she is going to use a legendary action as Mist and Gaze, not Ivana because you're already confused. So Mist and Gaze is this holy, unholy energy. Whoosh, leads her. I need Mist and Gaze to make me wisdom saving throws. Gaze, you're good. Oh, Mist, that's me. Talking to myself. Okay, +3. Oh, we both affect the gaze. And she kind of raises her eyebrows and that's not the way she wanted to do. Okay, Ivana, roll me a d10. 8. Yeah, Gaze. What an asshole that Gaze is, Ivana. Why don't you attack Gaze for me?
Oh, not you too.
Poor Gaze who's getting all of the friendly attacks.
Oh, wow.
I think that misses.
You get a cheer
Yeah.
for rolling so terribly, Ivana. That's good. So you missed Gaze, so that's good. And make me a wisdom saving throw, please, Ivana. You
Ooh,
shake
good job.
off the effect. You are yourself again, but it happens at the end of your turn. And now it's Morgrid's turn. Morgrid needs to roll a d10 as he's looking into the corner. Morgrid comes. Actually, can he? What's his movement? Can he get over there? Nah. He comes splashing out through the water, comes directly at you, stumbling in the difficult terrain, gets ready to raise his sword and hit you. Doesn't quite get up to you in time, though, so he's not going to get an attack. And he's going to make another wisdom saving throw. And he shakes the effect off. Damn it! Gaze,
Get back
your
in the
turn.
fight, man.
Actually, at the end of Morgrid's turn, she's going to take a legendary action to...
Can Morgrid gain his benefits of the allures thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, but I don't think he's lost his temporary hit
Oh,
points.
yeah, that's cool.
I'm shooting her with my firebolt.
Oh, good point. Yes, I forgot about that, but you didn't. Yeah, sure. Shoot with your firebolt.
Alright.
That should still be with advantage, right?
Oh, it should
Oh,
be.
it's guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might be
let's see if I
natural
get a crit. Nope. But
Still,
hey,
good
at
point,
least-
though. Yeah, but the
Thanks.
firebolt explodes on here for 9 points of damage. Whoops, we've done that. She doesn't like that.
Oh,
She's not
fudge!
not taking the dodge action. Okay, very good, though. Okay,
And I'll try to hit her with a poison spray.
okay.
DC 13 save.
Okay, DC 13 save. Was it Constitution save? She rolls an 11.
Nice.
So your poison spray erupts, coats her, and she kind of takes a deep inhale of the poison and smiles back at you guys. The poison having no effect on her.
That's for making us walk through those friggin' mushrooms. And I'll kind of try to retreat a little bit.
Okay.
You'll get 5 temporary hit points if you have less than that, Gaze.
I currently have 2 temporary hit points.
We now have 5.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, Rourke, roll me a d10. Five. Just continues to sway there, not moving. You can make another wisdom saving throw, though, at the end of your turn. Ah, buddy. Still no good. Okay, Laura, your turn.
And I'm guessing my aura doesn't help with that.
No. We'll give him temporary hit points. No, it doesn't. Nope.
Okay.
And then the charmed effect higher. Nope.
Still temp HP is still nice.
Yep. So temp HP works, but the condition unfortunately does not fade. Okay, Alora, you have a shot at her.
Yes, I'm going to tried and true, Toll of the Dead, Wisdom 13 saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom 13 saving throw. So, you cast Toll the Dead, and it echoes around the corridor. She rolls a 15, though, so she doesn't get the 1 point of damage. So.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for this round's
Sure.
temp HP. So 6 hit points. If you have less than that, you will have 6 temp hit points if you end it in my sphere.
She looks at you, Laura, and she says, "Why won't you die?" And she casts this inky black darkness at you once, twice. What's your armor class?
18.
18. Both of them hit.
Oh.
Ooh.
For how much?
You take... oh my goodness. I rolled 2d10 for the damage, and you take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
That could have been
Wow.
20, but you got the opposite extreme. But they still blast into you, but yeah, minimum amount of damage. And then Balbara... will... I do advise a Balbara. She will move there. So she blasts Allura twice, very ineffectively. And then we swing back around to Mist. Mist is himself as well. He'll pop around the corner. Standing right next to Kipper. This is going to be sneak attack damage if it hits. Oops, tactical mistake by Balbara. So Mist sticks his tongue out, takes careful aim, knowing the importance of the shot. Aims, fires, and hits her right in the small of the back. Oh, man. Tactical mistake. 15 points of
Look at
damage.
that damage.
Oh, that one really hurt her. Missed MVP even though you're not here. Great shot. At the end of Mist's turn, as he's celebrating his shot, she is going to cast her zone of calamity, and I need Kipper to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Interesting. Good.
Oh no.
Kipper, you are under the effect, which works quite well.
Alright.
So that's the end of Mist's turn. Now it's Kipper's turn. Kipper, roll me a d10. 9. Oh, yeah. On a 9, this is what happens.
Do I realize I've been affected? Like,
Yes, you feel you're affected by the spell, but you can act and move normally.
Alright.
You have a turn.
and you will see him pull the noxious green ball he used once, and he's gonna begin shaking and say like, "You got against the wrong one!" And he's gonna throw a wait, no, I'm gonna do it here. As he's walking up, he's gonna do a Tasha's Caustic Brew on her, and I'm gonna
Ooh.
just
So, this is going to do acid damage. This is a cantrip, right?
no. This is a level 1 spell, my last level 1 spell.
Oh, level 1 spell.
Yeah,
Okay, so Dex 12.
yeah.
Kipper, roll me a d20 and roll between a 1 and a 9. 10 won't do it, 9 will. So you want to roll 1 to 9. So low is good in this case.
Oh.
You get this caustic brew and you throw it at her and you feel that the poison kind of splashing all over her face. Is it half damage?
It doesn't stay. It doesn't stick on her if she
We
stays.
should still like.
No.
I
I
think
mean,
she,
it's
is
level
it
one.
that she doesn't get poisoned?
No, it's
Yeah.
acid. Basically, it gets it all over her, and if she saves, she doesn't get it
Yeah.
on her.
Okay.
But if
Okay,
she
'cause I
fails,
thought she would.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I thought caustic brew. It got on them and did additional damage the next turn, and then if they succeeded, it would take half damage and not take any additional damage the next turn.
Oh no.
But
It's-
I could be wrong.
yeah, she like gets this status where she's like just covered in acid, and the start of every one of her turns, she takes damage until she shakes it off. Yeah. Pretty
Or be
much.
covered.
Yeah.
So you
But
get
she
covered,
saved,
so
right?
it's- Yes, so
Oh.
saved. So the ball of green gunk fires at her. She dodges out the way, just splashes harmlessly in the water, and I think
Okay.
that's how it does. So yeah, so no damage if it misses.
All right.
Okay,
And
cool.
I will walk back. I will just make distance from her, even if she goes for an attack of opportunity.
She does go for an attack of opportunity.
1, 2,
Um,
3, 4, 5. 6. I will still move, unless she knocks me back.
She is going to. She can use a cantrip as a reaction.
Okay.
So, but she's gonna. She's gonna do it at disadvantage, and it rolls an 11. So this inky black darkness comes from her hand, shoots towards you, but you're just too close, and it just harmlessly goes down the corridor. Balabara will take another legendary action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ivana, you're back in the game at last, Ivana. Welcome back.
Oh,
Yay. Ivana will shake from her confused state of mind and look back. I apologize, my dear friend. I will make this right.
It's cool. Go get her.
Standing right there, before she grabs her longsword, she will grip her holy symbol, which is a double-sided axe with the image of like a balance, like a scale of balance on either side of the blade. And then she will say, Aratus, please grant me your ability to help my new companions. And I will bless myself, Rourke, and Alora.
So yourself, Rourke, and Alora. Okay, nice. Blessing.
And I should have 5 more PM movements.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, that should be it.
Yeah, so for the first time, you see kind of Ivana really in action. She escaped from the cell, but she's been dazed since then as you go through the swamp. But you feel the holy energy coming out of Ivana. Rourke, Ivana herself, and Alora, you feel that much better. Nice turn. Morgrid. Morgrid will swoop over here and pull back and aim the shot. You see blood pouring out of Balbara. She's not looking good. And he pulls back on his short bow and thinks, I can't do it. Can't do it. Somebody else do it. I can't kill her. No, somebody else. Somebody else. And that's his turn. Gaze.
So mechanical question.
Yes.
If I'm wild shaped, would I be able to grapple if the animal doesn't have grapple?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to use my wild shape, and I'm gonna shift into a panther.
Panther. Can you see we have a panther token? There's a nice little panther token.
Yeah.
Just a second, there will be. Oh, that's not a panther token. Whoops. Come on, panther. Ah, now there's 2 panthers, of course. So, I'll just give you control over this token so you can move your panther around. Nothing else, just because it looks cool. So, it can be controlled by Gaze. Okay, yep. The panther is yours to move around as you see fit. Now, for you, is that an action or a bonus action?
That's a bonus action.
Okay, so Circle of the Moon Druid. Okay, so bonus action, change into a panther. Cool.
Or wait, actually, is it a bonus?
It's only a bonus action for Circle of the Moon.
Okay, so yeah, that's totally fine. So yeah, no. Okay, so it's an action, but I'll still just use my movement to get up to her, or as close as I can.
If your panther ends in my sphere, he will also get the temporary hit points. Your wild shape one.
I will end it in the sphere and take the hit points.
Okay, so you can move 50 feet as a panther. They're pretty quick. Oh, no, I see you've dashed over there. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Gaze has done this before. Have you done this before with the party?
No. Nope.
Okay. Hey, well, you see his bird.
I'm learning on the fly.
You see his bones shape and his claws to stand, and he hurls down the corridor in the form of a panther. Nice, Gaze. Rourke, roll me a d10.
D10 coming up.
3. Oops, sorry, I just closed my table just a sec. Okay, so with a 3, once again, you're swaying there and you're doing absolutely nothing already. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Don't forget your D4.
Yeah,
From
from
Bless.
Bless.
Roll that 4. Roll that 4. Roll that 4.
I don't know.
Go on.
Roll that
Go on.
4.
Ah,
That's a nice try.
yes, good idea with the bless Ivana, but Rourke just can't break out of this. At the end of Rourke's turn, Balbara will take her final legendary action this turn and do her incorporeal dash down to there. Alora, Balbara appears to be fleeing. What do you do?
All right. I'm going to take my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am going to pull out my short bow
Oh, interesting.
and try to shoot her with an arrow.
Okay.
Because I think she is just out of the range of my Tools of Dead. Oh no, she is still in the Toll of Dead. I still gonna shoot her with an arrow.
Okay.
I try and shoot her.
Don't forget your bliss.
Yes, which is part of the reason why.
Pull back on your arrow. Turn. Take a shot. And it misses. It goes wide. Does not hit.
Damn. All right. And I will re-roll my.
Okay.
Is that hit one?
Balbara.
5.
Sure. Actually. She turns around and looks at you. And she gives a little wave. She vanishes. You hear she's casting a spell. It's some type of spell. I'm not entirely sure what it is. And then... let's go do that. Okay. Missed.
It's you.
You're missed.
Oh, I missed. Sitting there dumbfounded, slack-jawed. Okay, Mist says... now, Mist comes over here. Whoops. That doesn't come over here. Mist comes over there. And... He doesn't see her. She's taken the stealth action. Mist passive perception is not nearly good enough. So he's going to do an active perception to see if he can see her. Perception +5 is pretty good, but not good enough. I don't have eyes on her, guys. I don't know where she is. Shit. Kipper. Can roll a d10. Yep. 1. 1. Roll me a d8. 1. This giant toad looks like a nice little place to hide, and you use your movement to move upright in a northward direction. And roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Right. One sec.
Oh, no. Still under the condition. Ivana, you look around. You don't see her at all. I mean, usually when if she's invisible, you can see little splashes in the water. You can see dust moving around. You don't have eyes on her at all. What do you do?
Ivana is going to move closer to her companions and then try to use her action to hone in her senses and see if she can pick up the general direction of Albara.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Not my forte, but... Yep, still not my forte.
You have no idea where she is. And that will be your round to do that. Let's move on to Morgrid. Morgrid's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dash over here. He's going to scan around trying to find her. Perception is wisdom, is that right?
Yes.
And... damn it! Should have taken that shot! Gaze.
All right. So the Panther has advantage on perception checks related to smell. Can I try to smell for her?
Ooh, you absolutely can.
All right. So it'll just be -1 of whatever. Oh, god damn it.
It's at advantage, right? So you get another roll.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
So from a natural 1.
That's smart.
Oh, why?
So you initially
Yes.
get one of these,
Yeah,
followed immediately
that makes
by
up
one of
for
these.
it.
And you do see her. You get a bead on her, your panther senses detector, and she's actually right there. Just in case you know mechanically what happened, she went invisible and then she took the stealth action immediately after that. But you see her. You're within range.
Okay. I would like to try to grapple her with the panther.
Okay.
Would that just be like strength? Or
The panther. I'm going to say yes. You can do strength because of the panther.
or actually, can I take that back? He has pounce.
Yeah. And the way
So if it's
the way non-lethal damage works, by the way, you can just
Yeah.
attack her normally, and once you've rolled everything and she goes down, it's at that point whether you choose to do it lethally or non-lethally.
okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to use the pounce. It says if I I don't think I was far enough.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I
It's
was
20 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
and
Yeah, I would like
50
to
feet speed.
try to pounce and knock her prone.
So that's a DC 12 strength.
Yeah, and it's a claw attack.
Okay, strength. Ugh, she rolls a
Ah.
10. So she falls onto the ground. And succeeds with a... Oh, you got to succeed with your claw attack. Oh, you don't succeed with your claw attack. So she doesn't go prone. But she stands up. She didn't fall down in the first place, so the panther claw misses.
And I would like to growl, just so they know.
Okay,
Hopefully they can see him.
With you pouncing on her and she's stumbling and splashing in the water, she is still technically invisible, but you can see where she is. You can see the ripples, you can see the air slightly changing around her as a swamp mist kind of goes around her. So, Gaze, that was your turn. Rourke, come on, Rourke. This one time. You can do it.
I know.
I believe in you.
D10.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, D10 first, yep. 8. Ooh. That
I
missed.
self-destruct.
That missed. What an arsehole that missed is. Make an attack on missed, please, using a melee attack. And you are blessed, so add a D4 to it.
Then slowly, when the blast is going. Oh,
Yay!
Oh, well, that's nice.
Missed is
My crappy rolling comes in handy.
yeah.
I think he's 16.
Yeah, he is 16, so yeah, that misses. A cheer for a miss. Now, Rourke, I believe in you.
come on.
You're a fully actuated being. You can do this.
Wisdom saving throw. Come on.
With a D4.
Yes.
Hey!
Throw the D4.
Okay, that does happen at the end of your turn, though. Even without the bless, it works. And you are yourself once again. Rourke, what the hell are you doing? Do you see the size of that glaive? What the hell are you hitting me with that for? Says Mist.
Oh no.
Someone just dropped
Did we
out?
lose?
Yeah, I think he disconnected. Or he,
Yeah.
Who did?
It
Rourke.
was Ivana.
Ivana?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, right?
She's still
Yeah.
alive?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, Rourke, you come back to your senses. Mist is annoyed. That's end of your turn. Alora, you can see where she is. It's going to be a roll at disadvantage, but you can roll.
Right. Well, I'm actually gonna move a little close. Oops. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why I moved back. I did not mean to move back. I was here. And I'm gonna move here to get the panther in the range, and then I'm actually gonna do Toll of the Dead this time instead of doing it disadvantage. So DC 13 was easy.
Okay. I'm going to make you roll for this, Dolores. If it's DC 13, you want to roll between a 1 and an 11 on a d20. Between 1 and 11 on a d20.
Nope.
Yeah, so the Toll of the Dead goes off again. Actually, do you need to be able to see the target to cast Toll of the Dead?
Maybe. If that's true, then I'll probably try and shoot. Yes, I have to see. So,
Okay, so
I will. Never mind. I will shoot.
okay.
My bow.
So at disadvantage.
Right. Get rid of- Plus a D4.
Ooh, d4. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh. Nope, that's the same as last time.
Arrow flies
Yeah.
through the air and just splashes next to her. It doesn't impact. Okay. Balbara's turn.
Let me reroll the D4 for
Sure.
temp point. Or D6 for temp point. I accidentally clicked too many times. Whoop, that is 7 temp hit points this round.
Okay. Can't do that again. She's gonna look at the panther in front of her and says, to hell with you all! And she's gonna cast a spell twice at the panther. The panther's AC is 12, so it'll hit twice for that much damage. So it does 14 points of damage to the panther.
Okay, so I have the 6 temp. Oh, was it 6 temp HP? Yes.
Yes, it was
so-
6 last turn.
Yeah.
So that makes the panther survive its turn.
And then it'll get 7 at the end of its turn.
She knows she needs to get away. So she's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Panther can have attack of opportunity. No, she's visible. If she cast that spell, she became visible. So you can just have a straight roll at this.
Ooh.
Take that.
Gaze, how would you like to do it?
Ooh.
I guess he'll just kind of try to grab her by, pounce on her, grab her by the back, and just kind of bite into her.
All right, lethally or non-lethally?
I would like to non-lethally do it.
Okay. So, you pounce on top of Balbara as she's turning to flee, visible, taking a desperate attempt to get away, but you pounce on her and hold her down, and you see her, she's breathing deeply, but she's effectively unconscious.
And I'll come out of the panther shape.
Okay. Ivana's
Alrighty.
having internet troubles, so that explains that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I
that's what
figured.
happened to Ivana.
Uh,
Just put it into
I'm gonna head up to where Barbara is, and I'm gonna do a real quick just look over of her and try to keep her stable but
Yeah,
unconscious.
can I try to do like a medicine check, or like
Yep,
assist her with
that
the
was my
medicine
thought.
check?
Kipper, roll me a d10 first. Yeah, forgot about this.
Yeah.
6.
That's totally fine.
Okay, so you stay there. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
No, no.
There they
Okay,
said.
roll another d10. 1. Roll me a d8.
Oh, the direction one.
3. 1, 2. Kind of step over this direction here. Wander over there. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, there we go.
God,
So you're
thank
fine.
God.
Ah, I thought I was gonna just jump into the water now and drown. Okay.
Okay, so we said to resolve that. Thanks for remembering that, Kipper.
Yeah.
Okay. Ivana, you're back. Had internet troubles?
Yeah, I'm afraid I might do that one more time.
That's
But
unfortunate.
I'll try to as much as I can.
Okay, cool. Okay,
I'm
so
just going to do a real quick couple d6 rolls to see if we get back to
sure.
10 hit points left with my thing, or if it stays. That's another 7, so that's 4. Yeah, it's a 5.
Looking for that d6.
Roll number 6. Yeah, it's roll number 7. Yeah, it's roll number 8. And that's roll number 9. So no, it's if you had 8, you have 8. If you had less than 8, you have 7.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna check Barbara out and see if I can stabilize her, but keep her unconscious.
She's stable.
Yeah.
She's stable.
Okay,
as
she
of
is
the
stable.
moment.
I have rope if we want to restrain her as well.
Probably a good idea.
One thing you will notice is that smoky form that was around her is no longer there. So that's a poignant piece.
I would still like to play it safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you like to tie her up, make her a survival check.
Can I help,
will,
or can anyone help?
Guidance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you tie her up with a 17 worth of survival. Alora, how about some of that healing magic? And bring her back.
But I don't have any. Unless I did a medicine check to try and bring her back to 1 hit point, I have no healing.
Yeah, a medicine check will stabilize her at 0 hit points.
Yeah.
She's okay. We just need to get her back into back to Urzen.
I need to sleep in order to heal someone. In fact, I think we all need to sleep before we start heading anywhere. That's my vote. My vote is we sleep right here.
Like while we have her like knocked out, we should probably try to maybe, if we can.
Yeah, and I mean we're wrapping her
Or
up.
like what time is it right now? Is it? Are we still during the day?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
but you didn't get much sleep.
So we've been up for over a day.
Yeah, that's
like if we don't sleep, we're gonna become exhausted.
No, 100%. Yeah, no, I would like to. Yeah, I agree.
I vote for a long rest.
Yeah. We should still keep watch, not only for the
100%.
entrance, but also for
absolutely.
her.
Okay, just quickly, Ivana's having internet issues, but she did say she wants to use her lay on hands. So let me just bring up her character sheet here, and we'll check this out.
I think she's only used 5. And she's level 2, so she should have 10.
Yes. I see that she's even recorded that appropriately on her character sheet. So, who would like 5 hit points?
I'm all right.
I'm at full health.
Hit points are a blessing.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I think everybody's.
Yeah, we got through that like surprisingly well so far.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was huge.
Like I couldn't hit her, but
hey.
There was a good chance.
There was a good chance we could have taken all of those guys with that Twilight Sanctuary back at the camp.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
remember that Laura had that?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
it's a new thing that I've just recently learned, and I didn't want to try it out in conflict situations first, so that's why I did it when we rested, and then I knew how to do it. I felt much better.
Well, it's a really good skill to learn.
Thank you. I think so. Anyways,
Let's
yeah, we
rest
should
up.
decide who's gonna stand watch and take a long rest.
Mechanics question. While we are under the charm, are we aware of what's going on? Do we remember what happened?
You remember being confused. You didn't know what to do. Sometimes you're so confused you didn't do anything. Sometimes you're so confused you attacked your enemies, your allies, and sometimes you're so confused that you just started wandering around. So you know that it was a confusion type effect on you. You felt very confused.
As we're talking about rest and stuff, uh, Rourke does want to bring up the fact that Morgred tripped in the water and got us into hot water. And did you do that on purpose? Did you fall in the water on purpose?
Did you see me try and shoot her? Did you see me act as an
Nope.
ally and try and take her down?
Nope.
Did he?
Nope. I saw nothing.
The only time he did it was
R-
around the
Rourke,
corner, and Rourke
Rourke,
didn't
you
do
were out
it.
of it for a little bit, man.
He tried to help.
Yeah, he did. He did. Everybody did their part. You were just out for a little bit.
Well, I know I did my part. I'm just not so sure about him.
Look, I apologize. I
Rourke,
slipped
No,
and stumbled at the critical time. I mean, I wasn't the only one who tripped and stumbled. I mean, granted, I splashed in the water, which gave away our position. But I've been with you this entire way. Why are you turning on me now, Rourke? It's a mistake. I
he
apologize.
he's cool. To be fair to him, I messed up back at the camp. I alerted the guards, so I'm guilty too.
I
But
think
yeah,
I think tempers are just a
we're all
little
on the
frayed
same
right
page here.
now, and we really could all just use a nice long rest.
Yeah,
So who I can take first watch, and why don't you guys settle down to sleep? I don't know who wants to take second watch.
Do we have
I'll
a
take second.
problem,
No,
Rourke?
Or
Margaret, that counts for you too. Let's just settle down and I'll get some sleep.
Back
Do
off,
we
Morgan.
have a problem, Rourke?
Oh God, man.
Rourke just ignores him entirely.
Thank you, Rourke. All
Okay.
right. Yes, I will take first watch. And
Kipa will blow a raspberry at Morgan and go with Rourke.
He calms
everybody
down a
else,
little bit.
let's settle down.
Okay. I'm going to... you take everybody to the back of the cave, which seems to be the safest place. Balbara Mulgrid puts Balbara over his shoulder and carries her to the back of the cave. Who's taking first watch with Alora, if anybody?
Rourke's pretty angry, so he'll go ahead and he can't sleep anyway, so he'll take first watch too.
Okay, so everybody else starts settling down for a long rest. Rourke and Alora, make me perception checks.
I guide myself.
Sure. So 18 and a 21. The swamp seems mercifully quiet. You don't notice anything out the front. I assume you're keeping watch at the front here while everybody else is at the back. And you
Yes.
settle down into your watch. Your watch goes uneventful. If there's anything you wish to do during your watch, now would be the time.
Oh, if I could make my figure move correctly, I'll look over. I was like, Rourke, thank you for taking the high road earlier with Mordred. It was very big of you. I know you have a temper problem sometimes, but I like to see that you have control.
Yes. Work big. Work big, yes. Yes. Control?
Well, at least some. Or maybe you're learning it.
Oh, no. No, I was just imagining ways that I would kill him, and it amused me.
As long as you well, I mean, as long as you didn't actually do it, I'd say that's a good method of control.
I do think he's been sabotaging us.
Well, it's entirely possible. But maybe we have Balbara now. We keep an eye out on Morgrid, and we make our way back and hopefully earn this coin and then never see Morgrid again.
Sounds like plan. You smart.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you always being on the front lines. I am not much use there, so we all have our skills. And I think that'll be all I really want to talk about.
Okay. Who are you waking up for the next short rest? Next watch.
I'll
Um,
go a second.
who was that?
I will.
Oh,
Okay.
Gaze. I'll go
Mhm.
and head over to Gaze and
Cool.
just lay a soft hand on his shoulder.
Appreciate it.
Okay. I'll say Mist comes and joins you guys for the watch. Do you think you want to touch base on Gaze or anything like that? Says the DM, not Mist.
I'm set. I would like to try to wash all the blood off my clothes if possible.
Sure. Well, you're conveniently sitting in a river, so no
Yeah.
problem.
And then just keeping watch, keeping lookout.
Okay, Mist does the same thing. Just keeps clean, keeps to himself. Mist goes, kicks Kipper. Hey, Kipper, wake up! You're up. Kipper, slap, slap, Kipper.
Oh, Rourke, wake up! No, what?
You're up,
Oh,
Kipper.
right. All right. I'll take the watch again, and I'll just head to the here to avoid drowning.
Morgrid takes a watch with you, and he glares at you. We don't have a problem, do we, Kipper?
Well, you did rush during the camp, almost getting yourself and some of us killed, but we did kind of all screw up there, so just don't mess with Rourke much.
All right, understood.
It-
And he gives you a slap on the back, which momentarily the wind escaped for you, and then he gazes out into the distance. Actually, we forgot to do this, but Kipper, could you make me a perception check? Margaret rolls a 9.
Right. Is it night, right?
No, it's daytime.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Your body clock is way off. Okay. The night goes without event. You all wake up in the morning. And the good news situation is you not only get a long rest, but you advance a level as well, level 3.
Nice.
So before we do anything, level up your characters. Now let Mist and Ivana know.
I'm gonna roll my d8.
Sure.
I'm just
That's
gonna go
good.
average. Mm-hmm.
I'll take a gamble and roll it. It's the average.
Okay.
think I'll roll 2. It's a D12.
For barbarians, yes. But the only time you really get to use a d12.
Ah.
Oh, technically that's the worst possible. Because of one you could have re-rolled. Oh, them's the breaks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always used to take the average for my characters that I play, but I know I always roll. It's just more fun.
It is.
It is more fun. I like rolling. Even if I get ones. It's just I like rolling.
Mm.
Is anybody choosing like a subclass thingamajig at level 3?
Yep. I'm on that right now. I think
Okay.
missed also, but I guess that's when he comes.
Yes. I am a Path
What
of
do
the
you...
Beast.
Path of the Beast, nice.
Nice. Oh, just come make her first. Leather work.
Definitely gonna prepare that one.
Water painters, what colors they use. Alright, that should do it. And that's it.
Okay.
Second, there we go. And I think I have leveled up. Alright. Then we go for a long rest. Okay. Question? Well, actually, no, never mind. No, that's gonna be a private question for Rourke.
Okay. Let me know when you're finished with your level ups.
Finished.
I'm done. Mine was quick and easy.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just selecting my spells. I'm updating what spells I'm selecting
Right.
quickly.
That is
I got my big bump last level.
cute.
Um,
Very. Oh,
mm,
hope to use that. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's weird. On the summary screen it says Rourke's level 2, but when I look at Rourke, you see level 3, so... Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so everybody sounds as if they've leveled up. Gaze, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, Laura, Kipper?
Yep.
Okay, so you rest up and you level up. Your characters, I don't know, maybe feel a bit more battle hardened after surviving through the swamp for a long time, battling through the swamp, battling through Fort Venture, and finally battling this otherworldly entity, Balbara, who sits at the foot of all of you in this camp. And you all wake up, you all feel refreshed, and you're all staring at Balbara. And Morgred says, what about now, Alora?
Yeah, so I guess. Um,
Do we get a sense that she that there's any like kind of aura about her, or like that she might be still possessed in any way?
You can try and make me an Arcana check. I think would be most appropriate from this to see if there's any otherworldly things about her.
As they're doing that check, Kipa will wake up Rourke and say, Rourke!
Wake up! I got something for you. And he'll have his alchemy jug filled with beer, ready for it.
Yay!
Your favorite type too.
You don't know
All right.
this.
Thank you, breakfast.
Okay. Just figured I'd check.
Hey, Rourke, you want to share some of that?
Beer is food. This work food.
Trying to be
All
the
right,
bigger person.
Well, let's see. What I'm gonna do is, and I learned something new. So if I could just get a couple of you guys over here, I'm going to ask. Let's see. I'm gonna ask Miss and Rourke come over, and I am going to cast Aid on Miss Rourke and myself. So our maximum hit points goes up by 5
Nice.
for 8 hours.
Okay. Cool.
Don't know where to press cast again. I was trying to display it. There we go. And so that is in your max hit points. That's not temporary hit points.
Yep, got it.
So it goes up by. So yeah, that should give you a little extra something for the whole day.
Yeah, so all three of you feel a little bit better as you cast Aid. Yeah, you feel healthier. A few extra blows. Nice spell, Allura. I like it.
And then I guess I'll go over and I'm going to take a look at her and see if there's any lingering signs of possession or something wrong with her before I decide to heal.
Yeah. As you're casting that spell, you see Gaze looking over and taking a closer look at you. And Gaze, in your opinion, there's no ethereal beings or anything on her. So
Yeah. I can't see anything, but it'd be nice to get a second set of eyes on her.
Maybe. And so can I roll an Arcana check? Or
you can.
okay, and I'm going to cast guidance on myself as well. That was terrible. Not going to matter.
Yep, seems perfectly. Could hardly have rolled worse on that one.
All right, I think she's fine, and I'll cast a healing word.
Okay, you cast healing,
Seems like a great idea to me.
and she regains 4 hit points. And you see her eyes flutter, and she looks surrounded, and then she struggles against her bonds. What the bloody hell's going on here? Get these damn ropes off me! Margaret, get me out of this! Get me away from these assholes!
You kind of went on a killing spree. You were a little possessed. We were just taking precautions. We went through a lot to find you, much less bring you back alive. So we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Margaret, is this true?
A little possessed. That's like saying I'm a little furry.
Very possessed, yeah. That was more towards the very end of being possessed.
I'm sorry, I was trying to be kind.
Okay. And Margaret, while you're saying this, is untying Balbara. As you're having this conversation.
Margaret.
Look, she's herself.
We've never met her. How do we know she's herself?
Because she's angry and bossy. That's her to a T. And unless you stop him, he's going to untie Balbara.
Fine.
I mean, this is
Don't even care
more than
anymore.
we've gotten out of her since we've seen her.
It's fine. Whatever.
Right.
I mean, I did just heal you. You don't have to be such a bee about it.
I'm sorry. Look, I apologize. This has been a confusing time for me lately. I don't remember what happened, but You seem like a nice person, and is this right, Margaret? They saved me. I went on a killing spree, possessed rampage. And Margaret says, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Bad shit went down, but if it wasn't for these people, I think more bad shit would have gone down. Might have been the end of Urzin if you'd gotten there. So these people have either saved your life or saved the lives of the entirety of Urzin. And with this, Balbara's expression softens a little bit. And she looks Laura eye to eye. I mean, you're similar heights, right? Halflings and goblins. Says,
Yes, yes, we are.
And she puts her hand on your shoulder and says, well, I think I owe all of you a most hearty thank you. It seems some bad shit have gone down, and the shit would have stunk even worse if it wasn't for you folks. So, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Do you remember anything about, like, how you got possessed, or what's the last thing you remember before, I guess, waking up here, kind of?
Well, I was communicating with my patron at the obelisk, a little bit to the west of here, and some scumbag Twindalian soldiers managed to capture me. Tried as I might, I couldn't escape. And then they took me back to Fort Venture, where they tied me up, and I don't want to mix too many words and talk about this in much detail, but it wasn't nice, and they're trying to extract information from me. And I resisted, and that's the last thing that I remember.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't happen to pray to Luxon,
Nope.
would you?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was just wondering because we did find some you know, badly mutilated goblin priest corpses for Luxon priest. So
That's unfortunate.
I just wanted to make sure they weren't friends of yours that you.
If it makes you
killed.
feel any better, you did, kill a bunch of those soldiers. So there's
All of them were
that.
crying. Yeah.
Scumbag Dwindalian. Got what they deserved.
Yeah, you really messed up their fortress there. It was pretty impressive, if I'm being honest.
Right, well, this is getting better news by the day. So you say as a result of my position, I killed a bunch of Dwendalian soldiers and not a single member of the dynasty. Is that right?
Well, unless those
Not that
goblin
we've
priests
seen.
were part of the dynasty.
Well. I think that's overall a good result there, don't you think?
Oh,
Yeah.
you also killed these frogs.
Oh,
These
Oh.
bullywugs.
well, that's unfortunate. I mean, bullywugs are arseholes at the best of times, but, yes, being an arsehole is no excuse to kill somebody. But, yeah.
Wasn't entirely your fault.
Well, yes, demonic possession and all that. This is, unfortunate, to say the least. But, yeah, thank you. I'll sure put in a good word with King Buffalo for you.
I actually do have a
You
question
wouldn't-
for you.
You wouldn't mind us escorting you back to Urzin, right? It was a job, so.
Well, no, because I will escort you through the swamp. No one knows these swamps better than I do. I can get you there.
That's
safely.
good. I'm really tired of leading the way through this. It's not easy.
Somebody had a question?
Yeah, I wanted to know. Do you know anything about that? Like that obelisk that's a little bit, south of, or was it west of here?
Yeah. I come to that obelisk about once a month or so to communicate with my patron. And she allows me to divine certain truths. She allows me to come up with prophecies and interpret the prophecies. So it's effectively a holy site for me where I go to pray.
Okay. About that, it
Who-
appears to have
Who's
been.
your patron?
Um,
Sorry.
my patron? I, I call her Dent. That's short for detente, but I just call her Dent.
Okay,
The
does this name mean anything to me?
Even with a natural 20 on your religion check, no, you would not, for reasons. Doesn't ring a
All
bell.
right.
Yeah, Dent.
Rourke wants to come up to Bulbera and, for Rourke, very cordially introduce himself, and while glaring at Morgrid, offer Bulbera some of his beer.
So she reaches up, obviously, or your 8 foot walk, I think. Barbara is like 3 foot, so she reaches up and she glugs. Oh, that's good beer. Thank you very much. And she takes another
My
swig.
pleasure.
Oh, well, that's great. She takes another swig. Oh,
I love sharing. I love sharing good beer with good people.
You're a good sort. I like you, Rourke.
Well, I think it's time for us to start making our way.
Making away. Okay. So Balbara says, all right, well, everybody looks rested up. Yeah. Why don't we head back to Urzin? Okay. And very deftly, very deliberately, she takes you back through. Actually, she will point out every possible feature in the marsh, and that is what the entirety of the marsh looks like. And I think you explored every possible area except for the boneyard. I think you. Oh, did you go to the boneyard? No, you did go to the boneyard.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we found the
Yeah.
lizard people there.
But you didn't go here.
No, we did not.
Do you wish to go there on the way back?
Not really. Kind of done with the swamp, to be honest.
Wasn't there somewhere we were going to check on the way back?
Oh, yeah, there
yeah.
was like a
The
collapsed.
The raft with
The
the.
raft
yeah,
with
something like
the
that.
dead Dendalian soldier.
That is this.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So here
Yeah,
it is.
we saw it, but we decided to keep going.
And then come back later.
Denise is
Yeah.
not there though,
That's
but Ivana is. Oh, so I'll summarize what you see. I mean, it's pretty much what you see. There's a Dwendalian soldier over there. There's some swamp mortar in the middle. I think we established it's 5 feet right at this end and 5 feet at this end and about 20 feet in the middle.
So, who wants to take a swim?
Rourke motions to gaze and then
I'll give it a shot. I can give
flaps
it a shot.
like an owl.
Okay, Gaze, you're going to swim across? Is that right?
Yeah, I'll take a try. Can we see anything in the water
Make
at
a
all?
perception check.
I help or also make a perception check?
Sure. But Gaze spots it right away, even without help. You notice there's some snakes in there. Maybe 20 or so snakes slithering under the water. They kind of blend in with the swamp water quite well because, just natural camouflage, but you do spot them. And Gaze, not only that, you notice some of them are a little more brightly coloured than the other ones, implying brightly coloured things tend to be associated with poison things.
Right.
So there's lots of snakes, some of which are poisonous snakes.
Okay. We do not want to go in there. Period. There's a lot of snakes and some really bad looking ones.
Right. Well, has anybody, I guess, learned anything new that might help us? Try to, at least, I guess, see if there's anything.
Morgrig could fall in this water and scare the snakes away.
Oh boy.
Too soon, buddy. Too soon. That was pretty funny, though.
Oh my god.
I mean, does the thing over there look to be of any note? Like, can we see what's on the body?
You make a perception check, but at disadvantage. So you peer out through the swamp.
Could your owl buddy get a closer look over there?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
so
don't.
That is
Yeah, I
fair.
suppose so. Yeah, I can
give you a little bit of guidance on this endeavor with the owl.
So you're sending your owl across, guys?
yeah, I'll have him go take a look and see specifically what's across there.
So just pretend this is your owl, and you look through your
I
owl's
can,
eyes.
yeah, I think I can drag. I should be able to. I can pull it up. I can't drag it, but yeah, I'll
Actually,
just, yeah.
Out of session, I'll create a token especially for your owl.
Okay.
So we can
Yeah,
drag
I
it
think
out
he'll be a staple.
Yeah, owl is by far the best familiar in the game for numerous reasons.
It's very useful.
Yeah,
Flyby.
flyby, yes, and also advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. So you can make a
This is true,
perception
too.
check at advantage.
And with guidance.
I don't know why I were ends, but
Well, that's a 23. We'll look at the first one. Yeah, so 25 is ample. So what you notice over there is the soldier is wearing Dwendalian garb. Like some of his clothes, well, interestingly, his clothes haven't rotted that much. And the vestment he's wearing over top of identifies him as a Dwendalian soldier. He's in skeletal form. And I'm going to say with a 25, you figure that he hasn't actually been dead that long, but the creatures of the swamp have slowly consumed his corpse. Rats, snakes, other critters have just stripped the flesh from his bones. So he hasn't actually been dead that long, and you gather that because of the fact that his garments haven't actually rotted that much. The other thing you notice, there's a pouch dangling from the corpse's belt. You also see a longsword, and he's also wearing chainmail. So the only interesting things you notice is chainmail, a longsword, and a mildewed pouch at his side.
okay. Is the pouch like tied or secured? I'm assuming.
Yes, it's tied to his
Okay.
belt.
Okay. I don't
Well,
think
the
my,
owl-
my owl would be able to untie a belt or the.
You could try to
pouch.
like cut the rope with its talons, though, and then try to grab it.
Both of those approaches will work. Cutting the pouch. Owls are very good at pulling apart mice. So I think that would
Yeah, I'll try to cut cut it free so I can at least kind of grab that and bring that over if I can.
The pouch is free. And what's an owl's strength?
Not great.
-4.
They can lift like 10 pounds.
Well, I'd like to try to see if I can lift it up before I try to bring it over the water.
Owl's strength is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
No, too heavy for the owl.
Okay. That's cool.
When you try to pick it up, though, you hear coins jangling inside of it.
Oh,
That's why I can't carry it. Okay. All right. All
Can
right,
it
so
bring one coin at a time?
Maybe able to carry that.
can I try to get a coin out of there?
Once again, it's about the equivalent of gutting a mouse, which you're very good at. So yeah, absolutely. So you kind of slash at the pouch, and 15 silver pieces fall out.
oh.
Okay. I'll try to grab one like in each talon.
You can
Fly
ferry
a couple
the
of coins back over.
Yeah, so eventually you go back and forth several times and 15 silver pieces.
Yeah. All right, and then I'll just kind of poof back into myself. Yeah, so there was found those obviously, but he also looks to have a sword and a set of chainmail. If either of those would be of any note to anybody, I don't know if there's maybe Bolbora might know if somewhere we can cross if we think it's that big of a deal.
Well, I mean, I already have some backup chainmail, but actually, I wanted to talk to Miss about this since he's not wearing it.
Ah,
Maybe he could give that nice elven chainmail to one of the non-sneaky people, so they can be sneaky and have the same level of AC.
That would be nice.
I was like, it
uh,
doesn't have to be me. It could be me or Kippa, but it would keep us at the same AC while not having disadvantage on our stuff.
that's a good question. Feel free to ask Miss that next week.
Yes, I was just
Yeah. Putting it out there. Yep. There is a raft over there, Rourke. It doesn't really look seaworthy though.
The skeletons are on the raft.
Yeah, kind of half in the water, half not in the water.
Even so. Oh,
Raft's move. Can we pull the raft over here somehow?
I No, we still have that rope, or did we cut it? Did we cut the rope?
oh, he, from what I heard, from what I saw, Morgan only untied it, right?
Which rope was this? Sorry.
The rope that we had Bolbara tied with?
No.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. It was a full 50-foot rope, and you tied her up well with that survival check, and yeah, you have a rope, 50-foot rope.
well, if we really, really want to get, which I don't know. I mean, it just sounded like it was a long story. Does somebody really?
I wouldn't do me any good, but I don't know if anybody else can.
Because it wouldn't do me any good. Does
Wouldn't do
somebody
me any
really
good.
want to?
We could also kill the snakes if there's 20. We need to
Well,
get
I
rid
was
of
gonna say
them.
I have something that might help with, I don't know, like keeping a snake's tongue, but I don't want to spend a spell slot if we don't really need what's over there.
I've already been poisoned once today.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
still poisoned?
No.
Okay. Gotta let me know
Poisoned
these things.
twice
I
this
learned some
time.
new skills, so I can help with that. But anyways, if we don't really need the longsword or the chainmail, which it didn't look like fancy chainmail, then I think we can just move along.
Yeah, I don't,
Sure.
I don't have any problem with that.
All right. Balbara agrees. Ah, yeah, let's go home. Let's go home. And once again, she expertly guides you through the swamp, and you return at last back to the village, the mobile village of Urzin. It's not where you left it, but it's about 3-4 miles away. It's easy enough to spot and catch up. And Morgrid says, well, despite our differences, despite picking up strays along the way, despite many battles, we did it. We got Balbara back. So, for that,
Gee, we did.
you have my respect.
Yeah, same. Everybody did their part.
Yeah. Rourke, are we good?
I'm great.
All right. It's a subtle way of avoiding the question, but sure. All right. Well, I'll go back to my family, catch up. Maybe Bolbara, you can break the good news to Lord Buffle. And with that, Morgrid gives you a nod. Yes?
Before Morgred walks away, I walk over and I say, maybe I got you wrong. Maybe you're all right. And I smack him on the back.
And he says, fair enough, mate. And he slaps you on the shoulder in a kind of auntie bro type of way, gives you a nod, and leaves. Okay. Well, that was the most emotional I've ever seen. Morgred, you must have rubbed off on him. Anyway, I'm sure Lord Buffle is dying to see me. So come on, let's go report to Lord Buffle.
Yeah, he kind of wouldn't shut up about you.
Yes, but
That's how valuable I am. And Bolbara starts, finding the nicest horizon-back turtle in this herd, which, as you know, is the one that Lord Buffalo resides in. And she scurries up and says, Buffalo! Buffalo! I'm back! Hi! And Lord Buffalo says, oh, my goodness. I did not expect you to come back so soon. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome you back. And you guys kind of file in behind Bolbara. And Lord Buffle says, well, I must say, I had my doubts. You were a long shot to get Bolbara back. But you did it. I notice, what's her name, Denise, isn't with you. So maybe you lost someone along the way. I apologize for that. But you seem to have acquired a paladin as well. So you have my thanks, and you have Urzen's thanks. Thank you.
well, you're welcome. But we were promised payment.
Oh, yes, sorry, it momentarily slipped my mind. And he goes into a kind of a chest behind him and brings out freshly, he brings out 200 gold pieces and slides them across the table. A job well done. Yeah. Now, as you are wandering around the town of Urzen, there are several signs plastered around in various places, and people handing out little flyers as well. And the little flyers mention a carnival that is coming up in the town of Jigao. It's going to take you about 10 days travel to get to Jigao, but it will be in time to get there just before the carnival starts. You see, like it's about 10 days, a 10-day to get there. Well, thank you. If you have any other interest, if you hang around for a bit, I'm sure I could find excellent jobs for you. You've proven yourself worthy. So might I ask what your plans are from here?
Well, carnivals have good turkey legs.
Oh, you're going to the Festival of Merit in Jigao. I can't say that I blame you.
What? I was
We
just
thought
saying
about it.
carnivals have good turkey legs.
Well, we had certainly thought about it. Have you been?
Oh, I was there last year. Yeah, very good. There's lots of games. There's eating contests. There's swimming contests. There's arm wrestling contests. And at the end of the festivities, they declare some champions of the Festival of Merit. It is a very fun time. Unfortunately, I'm too tied up with other business there to attend this year, but it comes highly recommended.
They have any eating contests?
Yes, a pie eating contest.
Well, I've never really participated in a carnival before. It sounds kind of fun.
I've heard of them, but yeah. Never been.
Well,
I wouldn't mind going if the rest of you want to.
well, I'll let you discuss this between yourself. But if you ever find yourself short of coin, come look me up. I'm sure I'll have some jobs. I mean, you've done an admirable job in bringing back Bolvara, and for that I thank you. But I do have business to attend to. I suggest you find a pub, celebrate your victory, and then if you're interested in going to Jigao, I suggest also heading out at first light.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll be sure to hit you up if we're ever back in town.
Okay, good day. Okay, and you
Take care.
leave. The residence of Lord Buffle II, and you found yourself back into the streets of Urzen.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I just said pub.
Oh, yeah, we can go to a pub, and then I can separate out the money over it. Gaze, were you gonna keep all of that 15 to yourself, or share?
Oh no, that was pretty much any money I get will just go into a quote unquote group loot, I guess.
Okay, I'm just figuring out how much to give everybody.
No, you can factor that in.
All right. So everybody will get 33 gold, 5 silver, and 8 top. And that's from the 15 silver and the 200 gold.
Oh, sorry, I got to add that to Mist. Would you mind just typing that out, if that's okay?
Yeah, I will type that out. Sorry, I like math.
Math is cool.
That's great because I'm terrible at math.
So just gonna make sure I add it to Mist's sheet. 33 gold, 5 silver, 5 silver, 8 copper, and I'll do it for Ivana as well.
And I would say I would hand out or separate it all out while we're at the pub. So if anybody has anything specific they're doing, though.
Sure. Okay, so you make your way over to the pub, and you enter. It's pretty. What's going on?
Quick question:
Yes.
is Ivana proficient in wind instruments?
I shall look that up.
Okay.
Okay, is Ivana proficient in wind instruments? She is not.
All right. Because I still have the pipes of haunting, so. Just wanted to know. Okay.
All right. So you drink up. You have a good time. If there's anything you guys, basically, what I'm going to suggest is that we tie up any loose ends here in Urizen. Have any conversations you wish to have, and then we'll end the session, which will allow Mist and Ivana to come back next session, and we'll start the whole Jiggle experience first thing next session. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah,
Agreed,
I think
yeah.
I think the only things that I would want to try and do would be to see if I could sell the pipes of haunting and the couple premium weapons that we got.
Okay. Uh,
To earn some more gold since none of us can use
Okay.
the pipes of haunting.
Okay, and so let me. Okay, you do find a vendor, and he will offer you 300 gold pieces for that.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's more than that job paid us.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
will.
true.
I will.
That's true.
I will trade that in and let me do some quick math for us. That's 50 gold pieces each.
Oh, that was an easy one.
Yep.
So 50 for Ivana. Is there anything else you want to sell?
I was gonna see if I could try and sell the premium weapons. I took like a rapier, and I think somebody else took a rapier also. I think there were 2 rapiers and like a longsword or something like that.
Okay, let me get you the prices for that in just a second. Just want to get.
I would like to ask Bulbara if I can about the shards from that obelisk. If
Sure.
she would want them, and if it was important to her.
Okay. Let me do these prices first, and then we can have a talk with Balbara. Where is it? So you're selling. What were you selling again?
I think we had yeah. We had 2 rapiers, and yeah, it was just the 2 rapiers because I think everybody else ditched their stuff.
The
That was
total
the
for
2.
both rapiers, you get 20 gold pieces.
Okay, so 40, which you think is going to be another weird number.
Well, what else did you
Yeah,
want
so
to
that'll
sell?
be.
We'll put it all together. Is there anything else you wanted to
Oh,
sell?
that was it. That was the last
okay.
thing.
Okay.
So that's going to be 6 gold each, 6 silver, and 6 copper.
All right.
666
Dum, da, dum,
for
dum.
everybody.
So that's missed. Ivana.
Yeah, that was the last thing.
Okay.
Just to, for the purposes of flavor, Kipa did keep his mace, but he dismantled it for scrap.
Yeah, no, these were the 2 rapiers that I had.
Yeah.
I'm just giving out. I'm separating out
Yeah.
all that I sold to everybody.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay. So who wanted to talk to Balbara?
I just wanted to ask her about the shards from that obelisk.
You picked those up from the obelisk, sweetheart?
Yeah, they were seemed to be a little bit cracked, and some of these were, I believe, some of them were like glowing or giving off some kind of aura.
Well,
Just felt like I'd give them to you.
How many of them do you have?
I believe I have. Yeah, we have 2 of them.
Wow. Tell you what, sweetie, you hang on to those. Those can be very useful for predicting the future. What you do is you sit down, you try and center yourself, clear your mind, and think of a specific course of action you're going to take. Like, I'm going to go down into that well. Now, what's going to be at the bottom of the well? Is it going to be a black dragon down there? Or is there going to be a pile of gold? This is what the stone will tell you. You flip it up, and if it comes this side up, and she shows you the side with a marking on it. No, actually, you flip it up, and when it lands, if it starts glowing, then you know it's going to be good results for going down the well. And if it doesn't glow, then it's bad results.
Are
it's a
these
little
augury
yes.
magic fragments?
That is exactly what it is.
I was like, I just feel like I recognize them because this is a spell that I now know how to do.
Yeah. So those stones.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they
make-
can come in
make these
handy.
augury. And I'll just list
Well, do you mind
this
if I hold on to it?
No, go ahead.
And then I don't know if somebody else would want the other one, but I
Bad.
think I would use it.
My bad. What is the other one? The stones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
stones that
magic
you got
fragments.
Okay.
They're both do
Yeah.
the same thing.
No, keep it. Just stay away from that.
They both act as augury
Yeah.
Yeah.
stones.
That's exactly what they do. Yep. Okay.
Well, they'll come in handy.
Before we
Appreciate
leave, Rourke would like to buy 10 rations.
Sure, you can buy 10 rations. They're completely free because I'm not going to worry about keeping track of rations. So just assume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just,
Alright.
I don't feel it adds
Okay.
much fun or flavor to the game. So out it goes.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. But in other purchases, Keepa would look for a smithing kit.
A smithing kit. Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's 20 GP. I'm not sure.
Are we buying things now?
I mean, like I just heard like purchase, so I thought like might as well go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah. Sorry if it was not the time.
No, I was
oh,
just
no.
gonna say
We
if
gotta
we're
do.
buying stuff, I'd probably try to buy a healing kit.
Yeah. Oh, be good too. Right.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hero's kit. There's 2 available, and they're 5 gold pieces each.
Yeah, I'll take both.
And blacksmithing tools. Let's see how much. You said you looked them up?
I think it was 20. Yes, from what I found, but let me just check again at the end of the straight.
Oh, I see it.
What would I be looking at for an herbalism kit?
Blacksmiths.
I think it's like
Smith's tools. Yeah, 20 gold pieces for Smith's tools.
All right.
And what was the other one?
Herbalism kit?
An herbalism kit. Herbalism kit, 5 gold pieces.
Okay, I will grab one of those.
Anything else?
Actually, could I buy also a brewer's kit?
A brewer's kit, 20 gold pieces.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that's it for me. Just the healer's kit.
Okay.
How about a whetstone?
A whetstone. 1 copper piece.
Then.
Okay. You think of anything else in the meantime? All common items from the player's handbook will be available. So if you want to peruse during the week between sessions, feel free to do that. But other than that, I'm not going to draw out the travel to Jigao. But
Yeah.
at the start of next session, you spend 10 days on the road, and you make it to Jigao the night before the festival is due to start. And then we'll be officially on our Call of the Netherdeep, which, having a read through it, it looks very, very cool. So I'm looking forward to running you guys through that.
Sweet.
All right.
Awesome.
This sounds like a good place to wish you all a good night, and thanks for gaming with Meaningful Gaming again.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was a good session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.